There are many great Batman games to choose from on various different consoles, but today I want to have a look at Batman on a Game Boy. Batman has had a few ports out for the 8 and 16-bit systems, and it even made it to the handhelds including the Game Boy. But let's see if it can outdo its rivals. In this game you loosely follow the plot of the film where Jack Napier has sneaked into the Axis chemical plant and Batman goes to get him. You start out on the streets of Gotham where you have a few goons to sort out. You have a gun and that will have different power-ups. N is for your normal weapon. S is for your shot weapon, which has short range. W is for your wave weapon, which will fire a ball in a wave formation. P is the power weapon. R is the batarang weapon. And T is the tranquilizer weapon. The power weapon and the batarang I found to be the best as they cover all the screen. The wave shot is okay but can miss enemies and blocks. And speaking of blocks, you'll find these all through the levels. The light coloured ones won't have anything in them, but darker ones do. You can find things like weapon speed up and speed down. The Batwing will surround Batman with a rotating bat, and that will hit enemies when you are close to them. There's a B icon, which is a bonus item which adds 5,000 points to your score. A heart, which will refill your health meter. And Batman's head, which is an extra life. The other power-ups you may find are the Batwing power-up that will make the Batwing rotate faster, and a smoke bomb which clears the screen of all enemies. It's a simple platform game where you can take the low ground and take on the goons, or if there's an opportunity then you can go higher to avoid them. Once you have got through the streets, it's time to fight Jack in the chemical plant. This level seems more packed with obstacles and bigger enemies, but not much of a challenge. There are pits to fall down, but eventually you'll come to fight Jack, where once defeated he'll end up in the vat of chemicals. The cutscene is pretty impressive for the Game Boy. From there you'll end up in the Flugenheim Museum, where you'll encounter more enemies and small vehicles. There's more gaps in the floor, so you'll have to be careful where you jump. What's really nice in the complete change of scenery is the Batwing stage, where it's now a side-scrolling shooter. You can fire forward with one button and backwards with the other. You can also hold them both down to fire forwards and backwards at the same time. This scene can become a challenge when the large planes start firing huge amounts of bombs at you and missiles come out from the bottom of the screen. But that's not the hard bit. The boss at the end is quite tough and you may sigh with relief when you defeat it, but it's not over yet. Big guns come out and this is where it becomes really tough. Avoiding a screen full of firepower can be near impossible, but if you find the sweet spot it'll be over in no time. Your final area is the Gotham Cathedral, which to start off with isn't too bad. It's when the auto-scroll level starts you're going to want lots of health and speedy reactions. The gun turrets on top of the pillars are bastards, and you may lose a lot of lives here. But with several thousand attempts you finally come to fight the Joker. Now this is as far as I got and I couldn't beat him. I had the worst weapon, which was the wave shot, and it doesn't always hit him. But is it worth playing? I think it's worth a go. It's a cheap game, has a loose cartridge, and it's good fun to begin with, until you get to the fucking cathedral. Batman may look like his Lego counterpart, but he controls fine. There was the odd time I couldn't land on a single brick properly, but that was because I wasn't used to his jump mechanic at that point. The sound effects are really good, and the music is brilliant. It's not often you have a soundtrack on the Game Boy that doesn't get on your tits. It's nothing like the NES or Mega Drive version, and I'm fine with that. It's his own unique platformer that has plenty of replay value. It's a nice pick up and play game that I can highly recommend, but only as far as the cathedral.